let's keep our thumbs up for the Springboks to win once again the Rugby World Cup. So the Rugby World Cup is taking place in France. Have you been watching it? And what did you think of the game so far? Well, two things stand out for me. The first is that there's a shift in power, right? Because the Southern Hemisphere countries, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa used to dominate the rugby and the Rugby World Cup. Now suddenly it is Australia lost by a huge margin to Wales. Suddenly it's Wales, Ireland, England, France, and so Argentina is also in the back burner. And believe it or not, Fiji, I think, and Togo are also coming up. So what's happened over here is that the Northern Hemisphere rugby teams are becoming far better than in the past. And the Southern Hemisphere rugby teams, I guess, have been resting on the laurels. But what about South Africa? Now, in 1995, I was involved as a sports doctor, sports psychologist, in advising the soccer teams, but a little bit on the rugby side. And there was an article written on this, on the role of sports psychology with the rugby team that won the World Cup with Francois Pienaar in 1995 and Madiba, standing there with the Madiba jersey, lifting the World Cup, etc. So what went wrong with the Springboks? Well, I think actually very little went wrong with the Springboks. I think it was a tough game with Ireland. Ireland played the Springbok game. So the Springboks used to play, with brute force. They used to have a tight pack. They used to be sort of fairly good at holding the ball, at defending, and they used to win dirty. That's what one says. Ireland won this game dirty. And if you saw anything, the Springboks were running from the back line, from the halfway line, from the center. And of course, Ireland just stopped them every single time. The game could have gone either way. And I think actually the Springboks were very unlucky because a few minutes before the end, there was a line out. And I think it's the hooker, that's what they call the guy that throws the ball off the line out. He threw it skew. If he had thrown it straight, who knows? It could have gone over. So what is my prediction for the final or semi-final? Well, I think the Springboks are going to be there pretty well. I hope so. I'm a South African after all, so I want the Springboks to win. You don't write off New Zealand, don't write off France, and certainly don't write off Ireland. So I think we're entering a very exciting last couple of games of the World Cup because the teams are evenly matched. But let's keep our thumbs up for the Springboks to win once again the Rugby World Cup. I think Siya Kolisi is a fantastic leader. He's inspirational. He knows, he never complains if he's taken off. He's just brilliant. You can see he inspires his teammates. And so, just for Siya Kolisi, I hope that we win the Rugby World Cup this year. Go Bokke, go!